It's the show that's moving fast. It's called The Captain and the Real Deal Podcast with our brother Top Gun, our flight engineer. We're talking Vikings and Hawks, man, the tip of the spear, because we float past clowns with the greatest of ease. They just buckle down to their knees with the grip of a pit bull locked on the mic. We'll be tearing it up night after night. I'm Captain Luke, an operator. I could never be a faker, and I'm serving you lyrics better than a damn waiter. Rhyming on this microphone, and I just never am alone with Big Gold and Top Gun. You know we full grown. Can you hear my tone? I'm in the podcast zone, giving you a taste of my microphone. The homie by my side, he will make you glide. So Big Gold, slice and dice and bring this party inside. Cut it up, B Gold. We get the call with the ball and we're ready to maul. There's no competition, we will never fall. Ball could be in the air or for that 9 route. I shake and bake at the line of scrimmage and I'm out. And off to the house with 6 more for the squad, generating the speed of a NASCAR hot rod. On arrival, the 12s go mad. The opposition got the Emerald Nation is glad. So brace yourself for the show that's the most. While B Gold is spinning, I'm one of your hosts. We also got the Real Deal who makes his cameo with unfiltered thoughts that'll jam you, bro. And our technician, aka Top Gun, he'll test his skills for fun, and he's never on the run. I'm Captain Fook, unfadable, just like the Real Deal. The bigger the headache, the bigger the pill. That's a shout out to the homie George Clinton, the masters of the funk, yo. That's my opinion. So in 2022, and it's season 2, Captain Fook and the Real Deal are ready for you. If you're ready for us, there's no time to discuss. It's about that action, y'all. So get your butt on the bus, because the Captain and the Real Deal are ready to go. And if you are too, then let's start the show, because it's the Captain and the Real Deal Podcast. What's it called? It's called the Captain and the Real Deal Podcast. All right, then let's start the show.
Soldiers, 12s, and all you football fanatics. Welcome to another episode of the Captain and the Real Deal Podcast. On today's episode, them guys will bring you all the latest news and information for their respective teams, the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Damen und Herren, it's time for the podcast featuring Captain Fook and Billy Gold, aka The Real Deal. This is the only place that's talking Hawks and Kings, but to be specific, we're talking Seattle Seahawks and Minnesota Vikings. So strap up. We're taking you on a fantastic voyage, unlike any you've ever been on, so sit back and get ready to set sail to the emerald-rich lands of the Seattle Seahawks and the treasure-filled valleys of the Minnesota Vikings, with your hosts, Captain Fook and Billy Gold, aka The Real Deal. Let's get it.
Scolders, another victory. And the 12s, welcome to the win column.
Love to be there. Want to stay for a while.
Exactly. It's the Week 12 recap of the episode of the Captain and Real Deal podcast. I'm Billy Gold, along with my co-host, Captain Book.
Got his back.
And
Let's go.
Maverick, our production engineer, Mike Top Gun Cruz. We have another. They're all good episodes, great episodes in store for you today. We're going to recap the Week 12 matchups for our teams and then preview the Week 13 matchups. As always, fill up your solo cup. I like yellow. Sit back and get ready to keep on keeping on as we go on another fantastic voyage. Hey, Cap, you ready to roll?
Captain.
You know I'm ready to roll, bro. The Emerald Justice League was tasked once again to stabilize the West Coast with another division game. Ladies and gentlemen, find out what you need to know right here on the Captain and the Real Deal podcast. Don't miss this.
All right, so let's get right to it and start today with the recap of our teams. The Vikings facing off against the much improved Jets.
Big time.
Vikings win the toss and they defer. That seems to be the thing. Every once in a while, somebody mixes it up. Jets start at the 25-yard line, and on third down, the Vikings defense gets an interception by Harrison, the hitman Smith, but no return. He tried a little juke, shoved it back to Pat Pete. He went out of bounds, no return. Vikings start on the Jets' 34-yard line, and they do a 3-and-out, but Greg, not the real leg, because that's the dude from the Jets. He hits a 51-yard field goal, which I'll take. 3-0 Vikes.
That's long distance phone call right there.
Yes, Jets started their 25-yard line. The drive stalls at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Bend and break. The defense should have had another pick. Two Vikings ran at each other. It was right in one of their hands. But that's okay. Jets get a 48-yard field goal from the real Greg the Leg, Zerline, and it's 3-3. Next drive, Vikings again start at the 25-yard line. Cook, a big play, 21-yard run, but the drive does stall at the Jets' 47-yard line. Mighty Ryan Wright punts it to the Jets' 8-yard line. Nice job, Mr. Mighty Hero Ryan Wright. Jets get out to the 37-yard line, but they are forced to punt. Vikings get the ball back, and they start at their 26-yard line. They convert a 4th down at midfield. I like going for it here. Cook finishes off the drive with a 4-yard TD run, 14 plays, 74-yard drive. Vikings up 10-3. All right, Jets ready to respond. Start at their 25-yard line. The Vikings defense, they get a sack, and the Jets are forced to punt from their 42-yard line. Good play. So, a little not bend and break here. We actually did something.
There you go. Shut him down.
Good punt, though. So the Vikings started their 14-yard line. Cousins on the play has an 11-yard scramble for a first down to keep the drive alive. If you get a chance, if you saw any highlights of the game, he doesn't run a lot.
He doesn't.
And he almost got sacked twice on the play, but he wiggled out of there and got an 11-yard run for a first down. Then we got
he didn't slide, did he?
No, he ran right into the
what is he
linebacker.
doing,
Right, he ran right into the linebacker. So you saw he
Yes,
ran
I did.
right into the safety or linebacker.
He was running hard.
After that, there's a big play, 38-yard pass to Jalen Reagor. And Madison finishes off the drive with a 14-yard TD scamper. 11 plays, 86 yards. Vikings comfortably up 17-3. I'm lounging on the couch.
Feeling good.
Jets start at the 25-yard line, and they go for it on 4th and 2 from their 43-yard line. The Vikings defense steps up and makes the stop. So not only did we go up 17-3, we just got a stop. We got to go and get some points out of
Got to
this.
build on this.
So we're starting at the Jets' 43-yard line. Nothing happens. So we have to settle for a Greg, the second leg, Joseph, 43-yard field goal, 20-3 Vikings. Now there's not much time left before half, but the Jets get the ball to the 25-yard line, and very quickly they move it to the Vikings' 43-yard line. And they line up to go for it on 4th down. And the Vikings call a timeout to set their defense. The Jets decide to kick a 60-yard field goal instead. I'm going, no way. But that's what we just witnessed. The real Greg the Leg. Zuerlein. He makes it
Yeah, that's a big one.
20-6 at half. All right, second half. Vikings start at the 25-yard line, and they are poised to increase this score. 3 and out. We got a punt. Jets returned the punt 14 yards and started their 30-yard line. I'm sorry, 39-yard line. They drive to the Vikings' 19-yard line, but we bend and we don't break, and they settle for a 36-yard field goal, 20-9 Vikes. Vikings start at their 25-yard line again. Nobody returns kicks in this league anymore. Cousins misses a wide-open T.J. Hawkinson, and then it's followed by a drop pass by Justin Jefferson, of all people.
That doesn't happen very often.
And after those two drops, Cousins is sacked, and the Vikings are forced to punt. Jets get it and start at their 26-yard line. The Vikings defense bends, but it doesn't break, and it forces the Jets to another field goal. 20-12, Vikes!
Emphasis.
Another start at the 25-yard line for the Vikings. Poised to get something going. Respond. We respond with a 3 and out. However, mighty hero Ryan Wright, he delivers a 63-yard punt to the Jets' 29-yard line after the return.
He's the real deal.
He's a great rookie.
Close to the real deal.
Yeah. So the Jets get a big play down to the Vikings' 11-yard line. But what happens? The Vikings defense, they hold again.
Your D was balling. I was checking it out.
And the Jets get their 5th field goal of the day. It's 20-15.
Your defense was on one.
They were on it. I need a sip here.
Yeah, the Vikings put in work.
Exactly.
That shell defense, I don't think that was a shell defense that day.
Yeah, well,
That was a little bit more aggressive than a shell.
they're, I think as they move on towards the season, they're given more responsibility. They might try a few more things.
Yep, throwing in more packages.
Vikings again start at the 25-yard line. The Vikings go, respond!
Got to do it.
With a classic 7-play, 75-yard drive. And they complete that drive with a 9-yard TD pass to JJ, Mr. Smooth, Jefferson. And Greg's second leg, Joseph, does not miss the extra point. 27-15. I'm saying to myself, there's 6 minutes and change left in the game. We're up 2 scores.
You feeling good?
I'm almost was gonna go lounge outside with Wilson.
Get that ice cream?
Yeah, get that ice cream. And they just get the ball to 25-yard line.
Yeah.
And you know what? 2 plays later, they're on the Vikings 3-yard line. And I'm going, dude, you couldn't have made them waste any time? Anyway, the Jets, they go for it on 4th down at the 1 after they got stopped 3 consecutive times at the 3-yard line. And initially, it was ruled short, but it was overturned on a challenge. And you know what? Camera angles, I'm not arguing it. One of the angles, he got the ball over. It's a good call. 27-22 Vikings after the Jets scored that TD. Vikings, they get the ball back again to the 25-yard line. They got to get a couple first down, run some clock. Get that time off the clock. Get it off.
Burn it up.
3 and out.
Not ideal.
55-yard punt
what you want.
55-yard punt. Okay, that's a good punt. Pins the Jets back at their 16-yard line. Jets moving the ball. They convert a 4th and 10 from the Vikings 49-yard line. But what happens next? The Vikings, they get a goal line stand and get the ball back on downs. Kind of like what happened when the Bills didn't get, and when the Bills didn't get in, or certainly the Vikings didn't get in, the Bills took over at the half-yard line.
Right.
So I'm saying to myself, all right, did you guys learn anything from this Bills game where you snuck in there and got that ball? You got to get the power up there. You got to do something. You can't linger in the end zone.
Can't do it.
They do get it out to the 5 on the first 2 plays, but again, a 3 and out. The good thing about this 3 and out, and there's never anything good to say about a 3 and out.
I was about to say, what could possibly be good?
Well, because if you get a first down, the game's over. But you also have to be conservative, and old school says, run the ball here. They ran it 3 times, but they made the Jets use all 3 timeouts. So they did end up punting from their 4-yard line after 3 straight runs. But they did They did not try anything crazy that got them a safety, which would have made a punt and had the Jets within a field goal, which they kicked 5. So, it would have been 6.
Right.
So it's not a great punt from the 4-yard line. And the Jets, after the return, take over on the Vikings' 43-yard line.
Oh, boy.
I can no longer sit on the couch. I haven't sat on the couch much anyway, but I can't sit on the couch right now. I can't sit on the couch till this game says 0-0-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can't even find B Gold during the game. Once the game starts, he's radio silent.
I'm off the grid.
He is off the grid big
off the
time.
grid. So the Jets move the ball, and they get to the Vikings' 19-yard line. And I'm going, wow, what is going on here? And it looks like from the 19-yard line, they have 3 plays. I think it's like 27 seconds left.
Are you liking the quarterback, Mike White?
I don't think there's enough tape on him, so I think right now he's going to expose people because they don't know enough about him. But like the NFL, when you get tape on somebody after a while, there's no tape on this dude. So yeah, he's going to have some success because he's got some talent.
Until they figure out his tendencies. And see if he can overcome.
Yeah, and then he's going to be back to the second stringer that, that Case ended up being. And that's okay.
As long as it happens, as long as you guys get through it.
Expand on the moment. That's what I
do
say.
it. Don't waste it.
So the Vikings defense rises to the occasion, and Cameron Bynum comes up with an interception to close out the game on 4th down. And they got that new thing going on in Minnesota. When you close a game out with an interception, which has happened at least twice, maybe 3 times this year, that you return that interception to one of those slides into second base.
Oh, really?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what they do?
New thing going on. Yeah,
cool. I
Pat
didn't
Pete
notice that.
started. Yeah. So 27-22, Vikings! Vikings!
Get the W.
Thank you. Get to the Top Gun. Yeah, keep that thing handy, dude. Keep that thing handy because we got some game balls and we got some final thoughts. So, and keep that for the fun facts. I know you're going to dig them. So keep it going. Let's get some final thoughts. I don't have much for final thoughts other than the Vikings continue to find ways to win. And the pundits are killing us everywhere. We're paper tigers. We're not. We're 10-2. We're 10-2. We have some adversity. We fight through it. The 2 teams that beat us, I could pinpoint a couple plays in those games where if we made those plays, it might have went different. I'm not doing that. We're 10-2.
You're earning it.
Yeah, exactly. So I could point to that, or I could point to, we're earning it. Exactly. 10-2.
Yeah,
10,
why be a pessimist
10,
for what?
10-2. So I can say this, though.
Talk to him.
When I stand up
Talk to
to
them.
watch the game,
Talk to him, B Gold.
they are wearing me down. I will not succumb. I will not go to my knees. I will not sit down when the game's on the line. I will stand up no matter how long it takes, whether I'm at the stadium or in the 479.
There you go.
I will stay there. I will tell you, though, I've had some history with this, so I've got some thick legs that can maintain the posture. Oh, just dropped out the... Oh,
Representing to the fullest.
exactly. So, let's get a couple game balls. I got 2 specific game balls because there was really no outstanding performers here. I'm going to give the defense as a whole a game ball.
Ooh, okay.
Because a great combined effort, 5 field goals on drives. They stopped them on 4th down. I know 3, possibly 4 times on 4th down. I think that one was reversed, so probably 3 during the game. They bend, they don't break. They got playmakers that if you run enough plays, the defense is set up to make plays. They're giving up a lot of yards. They're giving me a heart attack every weekend. But right now, knock on wood, it's working. There are some more experienced squads that could take advantage of it, hence our 2 big losses. But let's learn. Let's move on. So 2 game balls before we move to your recap and get into the love zone.
Is it reopened? Let's find out.
My second game ball, again, goes into the fill-in left tackle, Blake Brandel. Played exceptionally well again in place of Christian Darrisaw.
You got some reps this week. You got reps now.
He got reps, and you know what? He's a good extra piece. He stood the test of time this week.
Now, will your starting tackle come back before the season's up?
Oh, he'll be back next week.
Because
They
the
held him
reps-
out extra. They held an extra just for concussion protocol. They said the first week they brought him back in a week, and he had a couple symptoms during the game the second week. So they says, you know what, we're going to give you 2 more weeks off. So he's supposed to come back this week, but I'm okay right now. This guy's balling.
You know this.
As the Cap was saying, this guy is balling.
Exactly.
He's balling. I'll have him on my team. I'll have him to breakfast. This guy is balling.
That's what you got to do.
Exactly.
And you know this too, is that is going to make your offensive line stronger. The reps that
Absolutely.
this guy's getting. So stand by for that to pay dividends later.
All right, so let's move on to the Seahawks recap against your division rival.
The LA Rams. With the season and our playoff hopes on the line, B Gold, the Seahawks took flight to LA once again to try to hold it down. This time against a wild herd of Rams bent on attacking a flock of fearless Seahawks. The world thought that they were missing so many pieces that it'd be a cakewalk for us. Well, those people never played football, let alone division football, so let's get this thing started. The Hawks win the toss, and as you said, we defer. That's the trend. We kick off to the angry, wounded division rival LA Rams, and after a touchback, B Gold, they wasted no time in showing us what they plan to do to get us off our game. That coach plays us hard every single time with this offensive scheme, and it didn't stop. They came out with the quarterback that I never heard of named Wolford.
Nobody heard of him.
After a 10-play, 77-yard drive where they were running sweeps. They were running sweeps to the other side. Then they were running inside the tackles, which was what we expected. They were creating so much space, we were missing tackles. Our angles were kind of bad because we weren't prepared for the jet sweep action.
Wait. You said the Seahawks weren't prepared?
For that, at the moment. We make adjustments, though.
Okay.
Trust me.
All
Stand by.
right.
Stand by. But 10 yards, 77 plays later, these guys are in the end zone. And I'm thinking, oh, no. D, get it together. So the offense is like, all right, Dan, what's up? We come back out on the field with our squad. We rock a 6-play, 75-yard drive that ends with a Tyler Lockett 36-yard touchdown pass from that man, a.k.a. the Emerald Lantern. Some of y'all might know him as Geno Smith. Yes, the same Geno Smith from many, many moons ago.
Yes, career backup.
So he's starting now in the Emerald City. Let's get it. So now it's tied 7-7, first quarter. Kick the rock back off to the Rams. What do? 7-play, 53-yard drive. They end in a field goal. The defense is the defense?
Yep.
They're trying to figure something out.
Figuring it out.
So we move to the second quarter. We get the rock. Let's drop 11-play, 91-yard drive on them with a 4-yard pass that finishes off this drive from that man Geno Smith to Noah Fant, the pickup from Denver. And wait till you hear my pick on the Denver game coming up, my friend. I think you might enjoy it.
What, for this week's games, or?
This coming week, yeah.
All right.
You're going to love it. You may not. I hope you laugh, though.
Well, it's probably has something to do with you getting a better pick.
No, nothing like that. It's just a prediction.
I think you're a top 3 pick right now based on...
Just a prediction, but anyway, it's 14-10. We're back on top.
You sold a damaged bill of goods.
I ain't got nothing to do with that deal. I'm not a carpetbagger. I had nothing to do with that.
I can say this, though. You know, if you knew your guy was damaged goods, you wouldn't have sold.
I'm not involved in those deals.
I'm saying you personally, the man that I know you are, you wouldn't have sold them.
I wouldn't have lied to nobody about anything.
That's what I'm saying.
Not at all.
Exactly.
I'm not saying our people did. This might have been a digression from him just being who he is.
He
passed their physical.
You know what?
What's up?
I had that injury. What was that?
And you overcame it. Mallet finger.
No. Yeah, not I overcome. No, I got better. What are you talking about?
So the Rams get the rock back after we get our score. It's 14-10. Takes them 7 plays, 28 yards. You see things kind of tightening up a little bit. They got to settle for a Matt Gay 54-yard field goal. Game is 14-13. But notice that the Rams are not going away. This is a division game. And I'm telling you, 85% of the teams that would have played the Rams on this day, and part of it is because there's no film on anybody, they would have had to bring their freaking hard hat to get this W.
What, to beat the Rams on this
I'm
day?
just letting you know, yeah. They
Really?
balled out. They're professionals, man.
Really?
They are.
I thought it was like one of what was that squad that came in when like a strike season squad.
So let's move to the third quarter. Okay, we're still up 14-13. We get the rock. We have an 8-play, 60-yard drive. We're steady. Defense is still having a little bit of issues, but they're okay. They're starting to figure this thing out. That drive ends with a 60-yard drive, 41-yard field goal by your guy, Jason Myers. Seahawks get a little bit of a lead, 17-13 now.
Oh, can I interrupt there?
Please do, because we're moving into the money quarter.
Yeah, Jason Myers.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jason
How many
Myers.
points did you get?
I think like 12.
And how come you didn't trade him to me? I wanted him
I
back.
tried that. Actually, not only did I not trade him to you, then I cut him and you didn't pick him up. So
Just disrespectful all the way
so then I
around.
re-picked him back up because I said I don't want to take I don't want to take players from you, Cap. So I'll just cut him. So you just claim him.
I noticed
and
you
didn't claim him.
I noticed you didn't let me know
you
you
didn't
cut
claim
him.
him. No.
He was cut for 12 seconds.
So you're telling me as a general
long
manager,
was he cut?
as a general manager, like 10 days as a general manager, you're not watching the waiver wire?
Oh,
Is that
that's
what you're telling
funny.
me?
I thought we had a trade. I thought we had a
Anyway.
deal. I thought we had a deal coming.
Yeah, until I found out who your
So I
kicker
didn't know
was.
there was some backdoor boogieing going on.
Anyway, I'm getting to Seattle Socrates.
What happened with him?
I kicked his rear end this week, and it had a lot to do with
But
Jason
he's
Myers.
out of the playoffs, right?
So am I.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about
Okay.
it later. What
Yeah.
I'm saying is, this was a beatdown to Seattle Socrates, and a Seattle kicker contributed to that because I know he's a big Seahawks fan.
He's a huge Seahawks fan.
Let's get to the money court.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Put your seatbelts on and securely fasten them bad boys. So 17-13, Rams get the rock. They start to feel the pressure. They're still balling. They have to, unfortunately, settle after a 9-play, 42-yard drive with another field goal by Matt Gay, but they're still in there by 1 point. Now it's 17-16. Jason Myers is on the sideline. He's like, man, I see you. This is your house, but I'm about to show you what I do in my house. So we get on an 11-play, 67-yard drive. The part I like, B-Gold, is that it ate up 6 minutes and 11 seconds. And we didn't turn the rock over.
Got to
right
chew
there.
the clock up.
So Jason Myers ends up getting a field goal too, though. So it's a 26-yard field goal. We get it to 20-16. Rams get the ball back. They step their game up. 9-play, 75-yard drive. This ends in a 6-yard run by Cam Akers, who had a decent day. Now the Rams take the lead 23-20.
Cam Akers wasn't even playing football 2 weeks ago.
23-20, and now everything is on the line. We're on the road. We're losing. If we lose this game, not only does it hurt us in the division, but we're going to be bounced out of the playoff picture at least for a week or two. So, you know we ain't going to quit till it's over, baby.
At least for 5 minutes.
Hey, exactly. For a hot second.
All right.
A couple funny things happened at the end of during the game that I'll recap at the end, but I gotta highlight this drive.
I got a couple. I'm waiting.
All right, good.
I'm waiting for you to highlight them.
So fourth quarter, you know the stigma on Geno is he can't finish a game with the winning drive, even though that's garbage. But it's
Well-
time to see what's up. It's time to see what's up.
Yeah. How many years he's been in the
So
league?
he's been in for a minute, but he's been on the bench a lot too.
At
least 10 years?
Come on. He's been in 10 years.
Check it out.
He's Case Keenum.
Check it out.
Case Keenum 2.0.
He is definitely not. Case Keenum can't even hold his playbook or his iPod or whatever they
Case Keenum
got.
went to the championship game. Has Geno done that?
He will this year.
This year?
Keep eye on him. Keep eye on him.
All right. Is that a lunch bet?
What's the bet? What do you want to do?
That
Geno?
Geno Smith's going to get to the championship game this year. Is that a lunch bet?
Every game is a championship game.
No.
so yeah.
The championship
The
game.
NFC Championship?
Yes.
Why not?
Because that's what
NFC
Case,
West.
You got a lunch?
Let's go division championship game.
No.
Come on, man. Why you put it? Then where's Cam going?
Case Keenum got to the championship. The NFC
Where's he at
championship.
today?
Who's that?
Case Keenum.
The same place Geno's going to be next year.
Where's that
He's
at?
got lightning in
the
a bottle.
Super Bowl
Right,
parade?
He's
Super
got
Bowl
lightning.
parade?
If you're
Why you
ready-
hating on Geno?
No, you don't
Why you
get
hating
the
on
Super
Geno?
Bowl, make it to the NFC
Why you
Championship.
hating on Geno?
No, I'm not. He's got lightning in a bottle. Take advantage of it. But Bentley launched and he's getting an NFC
You know what? I
championship.
like hanging out with you anyway, so let's go. It's on. It's on. Lunch. Top Gun you into,
It's
bro.
all on. Yeah, it's all on. Yeah,
right.
Jack. Let's go. Let's go. He's Case Keenum 2.0. You will see
Oh,
it. Don't sign
man.
him to a long-term contract. Don't.
So
You got a number 3
we
pick
talked
this
about
year.
that already.
Exactly.
2-3 years maybe.
No,
you know?
you got the number 3 pick last year. It was the greatest trade. It was great. It was almost as good as the Herschel Walker trade. Take advantage
It was
of
a phenomenal trade.
Who's the best quarterback coming out of college right now? That's
I
it.
don't know, actually,
Well,
right
come
now.
on, you got the number 3.
I ain't worried
pick.
about them folks right
Yes,
now.
get an open item. Get
I
it.
ain't worried about them folks right now.
Yes, you should be.
I can't be. I'm worrying about these guys right now.
I got him scrambling, Mike. I got him scrambling.
Oh, look, where we at?
He's
Where we at,
scrambling. He
baby?
can't be tackled, but he's scrambling.
Hold up. Come on now.
Come on.
God, why you do this to me, big boy?
Come on. It's 20
Come on, man.
to 16.
All right.
And the Rams are driving.
I
You
know what-
don't get over. I got
what I
you.
gotta do.
I got you.
I know what I got.
And the Rams capitalize and finish the drive off. What a
And
score.
This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sum it up for you like this. The game's on the line. It's just over 2 minutes, like 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the game. 75 yards away from pay dirt.
Who has the ball?
And a comeback from victory. The Seahawks
All right,
got
so
the rock.
the Rams scored. They go up. Rams are up now.
Yeah, the Rams are up.
All right, Rams are up.
You know, so anyway. After the touchback, Geno Smith gets the rock, drops back to DK Metcalf, who crushed it today for a 9-yard gain, 34-yard line. 2nd and 1. No huddle. There's a sense of urgency here. Geno Smith pops short right to Noah Fant to the Seattle 41 for 7 yards. 1st and 10. Let's go. 2 minutes and 7 seconds left. Geno Smith pass incomplete short in the middle to T. Jones. We could talk about him later. There's a penalty on Jalen Ramsey, though. Illegal contact, 5 yards, enforced at the 41. Let's go. 1st and 10 at the 46. 2 minutes and 2 seconds left. Geno Smith, incomplete pass, short right to Mr. Jones, the running back, because our entire running back room is hurt.
Yep.
We get to the 2-minute warning. We get through the 2-minute warning. Geno Smith with 1 minute and 56 seconds left in the money quarter. Drops a pass short left to Noah Fant, who runs out of bounds at the LA 40 on the other side of the field now. 14 yards. Let's go. 1st and 10. Minute and 50 seconds left. Geno Smith pass incomplete down the deep middle to Tyler Lockett. No, he didn't drop the ball. It was just he just couldn't get to the rock. So it's 2nd and 10 at the LA Rams 40. Minute and 46 seconds. Geno Smith is in the shotgun. Incomplete pass to short right to Tyler Lockett again. So now it's 3rd down and 10. 1 minute and 41 seconds left to go. This is the money quarter. This is where you make your bread. Geno Smith passes short right to Tyler Lockett to the LA 30 for 10 yards. Picks up the 1st down and moves the sticks. It's now 1 minute and 16 seconds left. No huddle. DJ Dallas runs to the left guard for the LA 25 for 5 yards. Tackled by B. Wagner. We'll talk about him in a little bit. 49 seconds left in the 4th quarter. The Rams are nervous. They call a timeout to try to figure it out. We get back on the field, 2nd and 5 at the LA Ram 25. Geno Smith drops a short pass to Marquise Goodwin to the LA Rams 8-yard line for 17 yards. 41 seconds left. Now we call a timeout. What do we do? B. Gold. 36 seconds left. I'm going to tell you right now. 36 seconds left in the 4th quarter. We are on the 8-yard line. Geno Smith drops back. He looks for the monster among babies. His name is DK Metcalf. It's not his fault that he likes to exercise and is extremely hungry on trying to win ball games. He throws him a ball. It's a tight window. Jalen Ramsey, all-pro baller, corners on him. Can't do nothing about it. Can't do anything about it.
Is he like 45 years old?
Who, Jalen?
Yeah.
Heck no, man.
Yeah,
Jalen's a young buck.
No, he's no young buck.
He's a Pro Bowl corner.
He's not a young
He's a
buck.
shutdown corner.
Tell the truth. You said you were going to tell the
Jalen
truth.
Ramsey is a shutdown corner
But he's
still.
not a young buck.
He ain't old.
He's in his mid-30s.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
You got his birth date
Top
right
Gun?
there?
Yeah, I'll get it.
If he's in it, and so mid-30s ain't nothing.
Mid-30s at a second lunch?
Anyway,
Mid-30s, you're at
as you
football.
heard, the ball gets into DK's hands. DK holds on to it for the go-ahead touchdown, and we end up winning this game, B Gold, with that touchdown. It was an amazing finish
Amazing finish.
on Jalen Ramsey, and there was some funny things that happened. Number one, Tyreek Woolen got his 6th pick of the season. He's leading the league in picks. Did you know that?
Yes.
And do you know
New record
Yeah, it's a new record for us.
for Seahawks, yeah.
And check this out. I want to tell you something that you may or may not know. I did this just for you. If I can find it for you. Who's the other guy? There's
Jalen Ramsey, 29 years old.
Okay,
Right
so
on
he
the-
ain't
right
even,
on the cusp of
he ain't
being-
even 30 yet.
right on
so,
the cusp of being
so you have
irrelevant.
to,
He's right on the
you have
cusp
to
of being
withdraw
irrelevant.
that statement.
No, right on
He
the
ain't
cusp of
even
being
30.
irrelevant. Yeah.
He's a baller.
You
He's a young
you
buck.
get in the league at 21.
He's a young
been
buck.
There 8 years he's been there.
He's
That's
a young
veteran.
buck. He's balling. Look at Pat
Young
Peterson.
buck.
He's a baller. So check it out. C.J. Gardner Johnson. I don't even know who he plays for. Do you? He has 6 picks. C.J. Gardner Johnson.
No.
He has 6 picks. But Tyreek Woolen has 6 picks and a touchdown. But guess who number 2 is in the NFL with 5 picks?
No idea.
Harrison Smith.
Oh, I did know that. Hitman. Harrison the Hitman.
That's a little fun fact for
I
you.
did know that, yeah. Well,
Hey,
should have saved it for a fun fact.
unofficial fun fact.
Mike could have said, I know you're going to dig this.
Yeah, but there was a controversial interception. Thank you, brother. Controversial interception in there with Bobby Wagner. I don't know if you saw that with T. Jones, our running back.
What do you mean controversial?
Yeah, it was controversial.
Did they get the play right?
Did the refs get it right? I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. Not with our guy's knee on the ground, and
they
he
follow the letter
was
of the law?
down. If that's the catch, then it's down.
They sent it to New York to review, right?
Yeah, but what happens when you send it to New York? Is it always right?
According to the rules.
They
it's
might.
supposed to be.
I don't know if they. I don't know about that one. But anyway, it happened. We had to overcome it. That's part of playing football.
Yes. The
so
Jets,
it was.
the Jets fans were complaining that the referees cost them the game too. I get it.
Yeah, I ain't complaining about that costing us a game. We have to live through that adversity and fight through it, and that's
Everybody.
what we did.
It's everybody
That's why
does.
we left 7-5. We went in there 6-5 though.
Yes. Against the LA replacements.
Yeah, okay. I bet y'all wouldn't have been able to beat them that day.
Well, me and Mike were part of that Rams squad, and we're not all that good.
Hey, y'all are here today. You're not
Yeah,
sore?
no,
You're
God.
not in the ice tub?
Gosh, no.
Come on, man. That's too funny. Anyway, great comeback victory for us. To fight to the end, division games, you throw the records out the window.
All joking aside, a win's a win. And
It is.
It
is.
I gotta test him because he's always in the love zone.
Not
But
always. Last week I wasn't.
You came out for like.
I keep it real.
You came out and you ran right back in there.
I keep it real.
But I mean, the Seahawks.
We got work to do. You know, we have
well,
work to
you
do.
know what? I mean,
But he's leading our squad. How can you ask for anything more?
no, it's
know?
it's lightning in a bottle.
And I
this
want to
year.
say this too, though.
Yes.
The times where they say he can't come back and win a game, he had a couple opportunities and it wasn't on him. He's
Agreed.
gotten the ball in
You're only
spots,
one player.
but they put it on the QB, and that's part of being a QB.
Well, I want to hear that because Kirk Cousins
just
gets
speaking
that
on
for
it.
his whole career.
That's true.
Exactly. So the South and the West are not holding.
I just
they're
wonder-
not holding the flame this year.
I just wonder if the Vikings and the Hawks are going to collide at some point. Do you think it'll happen?
Well, I'll be there.
Oh, if it happens, we got to be there.
Well,
and it's probably going to be in Minnesota too, so I can get there a little easier. Yeah, that would be amazing.
Absolutely.
That would be amazing.
No, believe me.
What you got for us, brother?
I got an open item that we didn't that I need to clear up. Leader for punts inside the 20-yard line. I told you Mighty Ryan Wright, a hero, was second, but we didn't know who number one was. It's Johnny Hecker from the Carolina Panthers. He's got 29. Mighty Ryan Wright's got 26. But Hecker
Mighty. So funny.
But Hecker has played one more game. One more game. Mr. Wright should be able to make that up. I did not get the punts inside the this week, but I'll try and keep track of that. I like the fact that this guy, an undrafted rookie, is really, he looks like a mini fridge. He's really holding his own. So I know we have a skull horn in there somewhere.
You should.
All right. There are no other open items. So let's move on to the new segment by the numbers. This week we got number 14. Vikings number 14. George Shaw, 1961 with the Vikings. He played one season with the Vikings. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, because he started the first game in franchise history, but he was replaced in the first half by rookie quarterback Fran Tarkington.
Oh, no. Come on.
And you know what? We're going to pause it right here because,
I didn't know he wore that number.
yeah, Mr. G Hockey from our fantasy football league, it was a
Niners fan.
follower, Niners fan, avid follower of the show.
What's up, G?
Came to my office today, and can we get the wide angle here going? The wide angle's on. If you look right in the center, right here, he brought me today an official NFL football signed by Fran Tarkington.
That's tight.
So that's who replaced George Shaw
That's
in the
legit.
first half and maintained that starting job. for the
Legend,
Vikings.
Hall of Famer, Viking forever.
Thank you. That's why I brought up George Shaw.
Good stuff.
Okay. We got Brad Johnson. Brad Johnson.
I remember him.
Yeah, he was a good but not great quarterback for the Vikes. However, he was the starting QB for the Bucs Super Bowl victory in 2001.
How long was he with you guys?
He was with us from 92 to 98 and then back with us from 2005 to 2006.
Okay, that's more than a cup of coffee
He had
then.
2 stints with us. Yeah, more than a cup of coffee. Also, to wear that number, Joe Webb. He was a gadget QB, not much, little backup. He played for the Panthers a little while. Stephon Diggs, 2015 to the 19 Minneapolis Miracle. He was a diva, so
He's still balling right now, though, for
he's
the Buffalo
balling for
Bills.
the Bills. But we're talking about Vikings that have. And I don't need no. By the way, Mr. Diggs, I don't need no punk wanting to get out of town. That's the real deal. Saying you don't want to be here. I will follow you to the door on the way out.
You know how I feel about it.
Like, good luck.
If you don't want to rock the blue and green,
Exactly. You are
well,
out.
best wishes to you.
We got Sean Mannion, the clipboard model.
You guys do that a lot.
We got Mighty Ryan Wright, the mighty hero, but he's too short of a time with the Vikings to give it to that. So right now, we don't have anybody because I've eliminated Stephon Diggs, who probably should have got it,
But you're not going to give it to him.
but he wouldn't have got it anyway.
Yeah,
you want to know why?
Because you can't. How do you not give it to that
Because
man?
from 1963 to 1975, the Nerf football inventor, Mr. Fred Cox.
That's right.
Same height as B. Gold. He's a little 5 pounds heavier than B. Gold. He rocked the greatest hit kicker in Vikings history. A true Viking. Cox is the Vikings all-time leader in scoring. 1,365 points and field goals, 282. He is also one of 11 Vikings who have played in all 4 of their Super Bowl appearances during the 70s.
Wow.
He led the NFL scoring in 1969. My first year watching the Vikings with 121 points, and again in 1970 with 125. At the time of his retirement, Mr. Fred Nerf Football Cox was the NFL's second all-time leading scorer behind George Blanda.
That's a history lesson right there.
So I got Fred Cox,
You got to do it.
number 14. And by the way, I got a signed bobblehead doll from him in my office.
Even better. Even better. Well done.
What do you got for 14 it's got to be Metcalf.
I got a short list here. I got Charlie Martin. Never heard of
It's
him.
Metcalf.
I got Jason Willis. Negative. Cup of coffee for sure. I got Rick Bootin' Tootin'. He was a punter for us for a while.
Sounds like a bubble gum.
He's not getting it. I got to give it to DK Metcalf, even though I generally don't give them to younger players. They have to be there a while. He's got 3
Is
in.
he, how old is he? Is he
He's a
young too?
beast.
How long has he been there?
About 3 years. This is his
all right,
third
he's
year, I
still
think.
young, all right.
Yeah. So I got to give it to DK Metcalf. You kidding me? And did you see during our game at all? Him and Jalen Ramsey got this thing going. They woof at each other bad, and it's a beautiful thing. It's almost like who were the boxers?
It was Jefferson and
like
Sauce
Sugar Ray
Gardner,
Leonard
too,
or
this week.
Ali and Frazier or something like that. And so DK goes in motion at one play, and this is in the second half. It's intense. He's looking at Jalen and trying to tell him to follow him in motion. It was freaking awesome. It was legit.
Exactly. It
was good.
Jefferson and Sauce Gardner.
Same?
This is a new one. They was going this week. And Sauce is a good, really, really good player. And
He sure is.
He did do a decent job. And is DJ Reed a former Seahawk?
Yes, he is. He's a ball. He was balling.
He was talking smack.
Yeah.
And then Jefferson just beat him down and said, you know what, dude, if you have to depend on the safety to help you out, you're in the wrong business.
See, I like those rivalries because they're healthy during the
it's fun.
game, but
Yeah, it's
after the game, they always, show
Yeah, no,
respect.
exactly. But when I saw the name DJ Reed,
Yeah, that was our guy. He went and got some more money. Good for him.
Did he get more money, or was that part of that trade to get all those?
No, it had nothing to do with that trade. The Brinks truck getting backed up into the
All right,
building.
So this segues
boy.
us into the fun facts for the week. We got fun fact.
How many you got this week?
I got
Nico?
5.
Again?
Yeah.
Oh, go fire away.
You got any?
0. I already gave mine out accidentally. so-
Fun fact number 1.
I know you gonna dig this.
Mr. Chris Carter, all I do is catch touchdowns, won it once. Jake Reed, a wide receiver for the Vikings, won it once. Randy Moss somehow never won it while he was in Minnesota. But just in his 3rd season, Justin Jefferson has already become the first wide receiver in the Vikings history to win the NFC Offensive Player of the Month twice in his career.
Well done. Hats off to you.
All right, fun fact number 2.
I know you gonna dig this.
With Justin Jefferson the last 2 years, Dalvin Cook in 2020, and Kirk Cousins in 2019, the Vikings have had a player to win the NFC Offensive Player of the Month award at least once in each of the last 4 seasons. You can get history for your team on that.
That's good stuff.
Fun fact number 3.
I know you gonna dig this.
Linebacker. Free agent signing of the year, Zadarius Big Game Smith. The Vikings was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Month. The month. month, not the
big deal.
game.
That's a big deal.
But the month of October
Congrats.
for the Vikings.
Congrats.
Fun fact number 4.
I know you gonna dig this.
Mr. Check Down Kirk Cousins has 6.
Oh, God.
And our number 1 fan loves the number 6. And I'm going to say it twice.
Do it.
Kirk Cousins has 6 fourth quarter comebacks and 6 game-winning drives this year. And finally,
Well done. Let's go.
Finally.
Close them off strong.
fun fact number 5.
I know you gonna dig this.
This was the 4th win this season where the defense, Mr. Ed Donatel has the bend but don't break defense has clinched and secured a victory for the Vikings.
Are you a Donatel supporter now? You all in? Are you all in?
No,
I didn't think so.
No.
Not yet, but you're
I
getting there.
want to see the evolution of the defense.
You're getting there.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I think again, it's the long play, not the short.
There you go. The long ride.
Exactly. I got no not so fun facts. So no ridiculous articles of the week. So this is got to be one of the best parts of the show, right?
Tip of the cap.
No. Oh, you got. Oh, no. Did I miss it?
I don't know.
Do you have a tip of the cap?
I have to give out a tip of the cap.
Yes, of course, Cap. Of
Oh,
course, yes.
gosh.
Of course.
I hate to do this, but I got to give out 3 tips to the cap. I have to do it. They're all on offense for us. Number 1, I got to give it to Geno Smith again. 367 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, which was not even really an interception, but it's on the books. It is what it is. I got to give the other 2 to Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf, and here's why. Tyler Lockett, I mean, this is a ridiculous performance. And again, this goes back to Geno. Tyler Lockett had 9 receptions for 128 yards. 14.2 was his average with 1 TD. The long was the 36-yarder, which was a TD that I mentioned earlier. DK Metcalf was 8 for, he caught 8 rocks, and he was targeted 8 times too. So everything that he was thrown at, he caught it. 127 yards, 15.9 average, and a touchdown, and a game winner is what it was. So the offense did their thing. The defense figured it out, but the offense did their thing, and it was led by the Emerald Lantern, fully charged up in the 4th quarter, and they got the W. So hats off to the crew.
Okay, it's time for one of our greatest segments of the show. It's time to take it to the house. House music. Welcome to the 479, the home of the rhythm and the rhyme. We'll never bow down to the other shows. The 479 is the one that knows. Not followers. We are leaders, exceeders, sharp as cleavers. As Snap would say, don't believe the hype. Ours is the show that's a prototype. The 479 is for sure legit. Can I get a witness? We make the picks during the show, making you the money, as you know. Helping you pick your fantasy squad back in the day was Ahmad Rashad. Lynch, Largent, Target, and Moss, with them in our lineup, there was no loss. HOUSE, 479 is where we be. The deal, the booth, and the gun, sharing our knowledge, having some fun. Thanks for hanging and joining our flow week to week, another new show.
music will take us out. It's old school, there is no doubt. House music.
Vikings, 1st and 10 from the Jets' 14-yard line. Single back formation. Jefferson out to the left. Cousins gets ready. Takes a snap, hands off to Madison. He's through the line. No one's going to touch him. Touchdown! Touchdown! Madison to the house.
You like that, Cap? All right, let's hear you're taking it to the house.
Late in the fourth quarter, Seahawks down 20-23 with a chance to do something different. On the 8-yard line of the Los Angeles Rams, the game is on the line. Geno Smith in the shotgun. He's waiting for the snap. Here it comes. He gets a little play action to DJ Dallas to his left. He rolls to the right. He sees DK Metcalf in the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks! Oh my goodness, Geno Smith throws an absolute rope. Puts a bag of birdseed on it so that DK can feed all the Hawks in the building. This is a road trip, and they just went to the house. Well done.
All right, let's move on to breaking news this week. Rumors are circulating that former Viking head coach Mike Zimmer will be joining Deion Primetime Sanders at Colorado as the defensive coordinator.
I did not hear that. That's
Yes.
very interesting.
Came out today. Okay, let's move on to the Vikings Week 14 preview. Next up is the Lions on the road at Detroit. The Vikings lead the series. Get this, Cap, 80-40 with 2 ties.
That's
We
significant.
doubled them up. This will be the Viking. I mean, I shouldn't say. This will be the Lions Super Bowl as they want to beat the Vikings. They played really well the last 4 weeks, so the Vikings better pay attention. We'll talk about that during the picks.
No doubt.
Caps, let's hear your thoughts on what the Seahawks will do in Week 14.
Well, we're getting ready to battle against the Carolina Panthers at home. Both of these teams have squared off only 14 times in the history of the NFL. Seahawks holding that 10-4 lead on them, including a 2-1 mark in the postseason. One of them games I was at for the NFC Championship. It was a great game. Loud in there. What do we have to do? We got to stay steady, not get caught up slipping, and make tackles again. But we got to try to do it from the first quarter. I don't think Carolina should score more than 14 points on us, but we'll see. We got to do what we do on offense and get the W and move forward.
All right, good. Yeah, you got a great opportunity with the 49ers quarterback getting hurt. So before we get to the rest of the picks, let's talk about how we did in Week 13. Real Deal was 10-2-1 thanks to a Tom Brady miraculous comeback.
That was painful.
Last night.
That was
and by the
painful.
way, why did they not run Taysom Hill on 3rd and 1? He's a beast. And they would have got a first down. The game would have been over. Cap, you were down 5 games. You remained down 5 games. Yearly totals, Real Deal, 118 and 59 and 2 ties. That's pretty darn good.
Putting in
Cap,
work.
you're at 113, 64 and 2. So let's get to the picks.
Yo, it's time for the picks, the weekly predictions by them guys. Get your notebooks out because they rarely miss. Make way for Captain Book when he makes his picks. You can't touch this dude. Reppin' Hawks in the Emerald Nation. All units, battle stations. So welcome to the battle zone. It's a place where Captain Book is never alone. With his guide, he goes by his side. Sporting purple, always ready to ride. A real Viking maniac. Never afraid to go on the attack. And when needed, in comes the real deal. He's got a real feel for NFL skills. So listen close and get the word. Don't be the one who hadn't heard about Captain Book and Blue Gold. Dropping knowledge, truth be told. Beat the picks. Battle tested.
All right, looks like we got some late breaking news. I know the Rams were 4th on the claim waiver wire. Did they pull the
They picked
trigger?
him up. Yep, they got him. Baker Mayfield, who asked for his release, was granted it, has landed with the Rams.
Yeah, I don't understand that though, because Stafford, he's out the rest of this year unless his wife is going to tell him you're done.
They haven't made it official yet, but Stafford's probably
No,
done.
they did.
Oh, they
He's
did do
done.
it?
Yeah,
okay,
he's done.
so
Yep.
it's a wrap.
He's on IR. He's done. All right, let's get to the picks.
Let's go.
Start with the Thursday game. The Raiders at the Rams. Raiders are getting their ship righted.
Like I said, I saw him up close.
I don't even have a pen. I do. I got the Raiders winning.
There you go. You rock the purple, I rock the green.
I got the Raiders winning again, 27-17.
Wow, close. I got the Vegas Raiders getting it done on the road, 27-14.
All right, let's move to the Jets at the Bills. Jets, they're a darn good team, as the Vikings can attest to. But they're going to Buffalo. I got the Bills winning at home 24-17. Close game.
I have the Bills winning at home 28-20. Stampede coming.
All right, Ravens at the Steelers. I don't know the extent of Lamar's injury, but I thought I saw today that he's not going to play this week. So I'm going to take the Steelers 23-20.
I'm taking Pittsburgh at home also 17-13.
Okay, let's move to the Browns at the Bengals.
Here we go.
Deshaun Watson, his return wasn't as bright as everybody thought it was going to be. He's going to take him 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah, exactly. They might even sit him after if he plays another lousy game. I got the Bengals continuing to roll 30-10.
Cincinnati's going to light them up 34-20.
Cincinnati.
Bengals get the W.
30, what do you
In
got,
the jungle.
34-20?
Yep. In the jungle.
Jaguars at the Titans. The Titans fired their general manager today.
Yeah, what was that about? Did you know the history? I don't know what happened.
Yeah, they traded A.J. Brown and he lit him up.
And he was directly involved.
Yeah, he's the GM. He made the trade.
Oh, not good. Not good.
But you know what? Trevor Lawrence got banged up too.
He did.
So I'm going to have the Titans rebound when it win at home 24-16.
I have Tennessee winning at home 27-10.
All right, Texans at the Cowpokes.
Here we go.
This isn't even a game. Cowpokes roll 31-13.
Yeah, Dallas gets this done at home 50-20.
50-20. All right. I'm going to let you pick this game next. Vikings at the Lions.
I think it's going to
The Vikings can clinch the division if they win, but it's the Vikings at the Lions. What did you say, Cap?
I say the Vikings have a lot to prove to everybody else, but they're not going to do that. They're just going to play ball. And they're going to win. It's going to be tight because Detroit plays good at home, but the Vikings are going to win 27-26 and nail biter.
27-26.
Yep.
So we're on the kind of like the same thing here. If you had picked the Lions, I probably went with you because I just feel like the Lions, this is their Super Bowl. But I have the Vikings. I'll show you. I got the Vikings 31-30.
Yeah,
so
okay, that's tight.
I got a 1-point game too, so I'm going to stick with that based on my 5-game lead.
Stick with it.
All right, let's move on to the Eagles at the Giants. The Giants are getting exposed lately. I think they're going to. No, I mean because they played a bunch of has-beens or nobodies, and I know they're all NFL teams and NFL players, but they had an easy schedule. Now it's tightening up.
Did you see the meetings that the coach is going to have?
Yeah, I did. And DeBall, he made the most early, but now it's starting to catch up in a little bit. But I got the Eagles squeaking it out 23-20 because I think the Giants are going to respond a little bit.
Yeah, they will. And I have the Philadelphia winning a tough one on the road, division game 31-28.
31. So again, we just see that DeBall's going to get the message across. He's a great coach.
Yeah, I'm
good hire. All right, let's move to the Chiefs at the Broncos. The Seattle Seahawks are watching this game because their pick gets higher and higher every time the Broncos play. Boy, did they have the major heist of the year. It's like a Wells Fargo bank robbery.
Oh, my gosh.
For the picks they're going to get back from
in broad daylight.
Russell Wilson. Boy, oh, man. Chiefs destroy the Broncos 34-13.
Yeah, I just see Kansas City doing anything they want against the Broncos in their backyard. Kansas City 63, Denver 3.
63-3. Hey, Gino. Cap's got your back because he's really pounding on Wilson. 63-3.
This is not on Wilson. This is on the Broncos.
Oh, man. I'll tell you.
They're a mess like the Packers.
Boy, all that inside information that they kept to ship Russell out of town when they knew he couldn't play anymore.
No, we didn't have any cloak and daggers going.
Come on, Cap. Bucks at the
Tampa
San Francisco Treat 49ers. This is going to be a low-scoring game. And the Bucks shouldn't have won last night. I didn't even turn the game on till the end.
They should not have won.
And they were down 16-3, I believe.
Make
16
up a game on you.
Right? And it was 3rd and 1 from midfield. And they tried to throw a slant. You got Taysom Hill, who could get 1-yard run just falling forward.
Yep.
And they didn't do it. So Dennis Allen, the coach of the Saints, you must be on the Bucks payroll, dude. You should not have given that.
It should have been a win for the Saints.
Low-scoring game. 49ers escape 23-20.
49ers 40, Tampa Bay 21. However it happens, San Francisco is going to get that W.
Exactly. All right, got the Panthers at the Seahawks.
What say you, Mr. Gold?
So I'm not sure who's playing quarterback for the Panthers. Do you know?
Don't know.
All right.
Just like last week, I didn't know who that guy was going to be. And when they're dangerous when it's like that.
Do you guys play any tough opponents?
Every single week.
Not last week.
Every single week.
No starting quarterback, no starting running back.
That man is
no
paid
starting wide
and he
receiver,
started.
no starting defensive tackle, no starting defensive end.
That's disrespectful
You
to the
play-
people that did start.
Yeah, because they're not starters.
They're
That's
just
why-
not
that's
big
when you say
names. They're
starters,
just not big
reserves.
names. That's all. They're professionals.
You know what? Me and
They balled. They
me
played
and
hard.
Top Gun could have drove down to the local green and picked up a bunch of players
It's
and
not
played
that
just as
easy.
tough.
It's not that
Just play-
easy out there.
I'm an all-pro
What you got?
athlete.
You got us taking the L?
No, not against this team. No,
Come
they don't
on.
even belong on the field with you.
What you got? What you got?
Case Keenum. Geno Smith gets the victory, 26-17.
Case Keenum, a.k.a. Geno Smith. Huh?
Yes.
That's brutal.
No, it's not. He had a great year. He went to the.
What's the score? What
he
score
went
did
to-
you have?
I got 26-17,
Okay, I got the Seahawks winning 34-10
34-10.
at home.
All right. The Dolphins swim into Los Angeles and play the Chargers. They got to go all the way around Mexico to get there.
They got to do it. That's the only way to get
that's
there.
why it's a good game, but since they got that long swim, I still think they're going to win 24-23.
I got the Dolphins winning 28-17. So are
don't
we
know.
on every single game this week so far?
We're pretty close. All
I can't even make up a game this week.
Well, great minds think alike, and if I got a 5-game lead, I'm going to continue to.
Why
preach it.
not? Why not? Hey, hang on to it.
What I will say is, what happened to the Bolt Station of the Chargers this year?
I don't know. I really don't.
All right, let's move on to the
Monday
the
night.
so-called GOAT of coaching without Tom Brady. Still manages to be respectful, by the way, and I give him a lot of credit. But I have to every time I try to dig at their quarterbacks, I got to look them up. But I think the Cardinals do enough to win at home 20-16.
Oh, here we go. We finally got a reversal. I'm taking the Patriots on the road 24-13.
Yeah, and does the audience know why you're taking New England at the Cardinals?
Because I think New England's a better football team.
that's not a true statement.
That is the true statement. What else would I be picking them for?
Because the Cardinals are in the Seahawks division, and you want them to
That
lose.
doesn't matter if they win or not. It don't matter.
Oh, it matters.
No, it
It
doesn't.
matters in the end results whether you get in the playoffs.
As long as we handle our business, I ain't worried about other teams.
Yes, you are. You're always worried about teams in your division.
I'm worried about our next opponent.
All right, that
Carolina.
gets us. So let's move out of the picks and let's get
Fantasy.
to the fantasy football segment.
Fantastic voyage.
It's time for fantasy football talk to see which teams can walk the walk. Each week, new matchups take place. All teams gunning for first place. Set your lineups, hope for the best. Your team might be good, but mine's the best. Make trades along the way. Ain't gonna help you, you might wanna pray. To be the best, you gotta beat the deal. Lots of luck, cause my team's for real. Let's get to the segment, start the chat. Hey, Book, what you say about that?
It's Captain Booth, and I'm running on the field like a wild one. Fantasy strategy that is second to none. I'm casting spells like a mad magician. I make so many damn moves, just like a mathematician. Without my fantasy logic, you'll just be hoping and wishing. And if you don't pay attention, your team will need a mortician. So check out Captain Booth and how I lay down my roster. I'm so dialed, there could never be an imposter. With this fantasy ball, the segment's for y'all. So don't miss our calls for your fantasy brawl. This Captain Booth can be gold, so avoid the wreck. For your fantasy success, put our knowledge on deck. It's the fantasy segment. Get in.
We
All the way.
are in the fantasy football segment. So what I will say, if you listen to the lyrics, it says to be the best, you gotta beat the deal. So when Smells What Cooking wins the championship, he did not beat the real deal.
Smells what's
Matter
cooking.
of fact,
Stay on track, brother.
I smacked him down twice.
Stay on track, though. Your
Not
team is rocking and
once,
rolling.
but twice as nice. So Smells What Cooking, go get that trophy. And the lyrics will ring true, dude.
Yep, get that
Ring
trophy,
true.
bro.
Well, I want you to get that trophy. All right, Real Deal destroyed Seattle Socrates 150-116, and the finish of the year is 6-7, while Seattle Socrates finished at 4-9. Disappointing results for the season for both squads.
Fun times, though. Fun times.
Yeah, but I had no excuses. A lot of IRs, a lot of injuries. But you know what?
Everybody had it.
No excuses.
Yep.
Connecticut El Grapador Top Gun team, they were crushed by Smells with Cooking 150-109, and they finished here at 5-8. Smell with Cooking gets a bye in week 1 of the playoffs, so I want them to win so they could say, I got the championship, but I couldn't beat the Real Deal. G Hockey lost to the Crimson Knights 114-95, but both teams make the playoffs. Caps team, the Emerald Nation Monsterizers, lost a nail biter
Oh, my gosh.
to the New Haven Naturals, 136-135. Both teams are in the playoffs, so they might meet again. The New Haven Naturals do get a bye week.
And let me let you know, I ran into the coach of the Connecticut G Hockey today, and guess what he said? He looked me dead in my eye and said, I'm coming for you.
And
So it's on like Donkey Kong.
I talked to the coach of the Naturals today.
What'd he say?
He said, I just want to congratulate on a good year. I'm going, dude, you didn't win nothing yet. So you know what? You want to bring that?
Hey, watch out for
you better seal the deal. Because you know what? What I will say is Deion Sanders always backed up what he said. You ain't done nothing yet.
He
This
definitely
is
did
year
that.
1 of this league.
well, watch out for Taquavius and them Crimson Knights. He's a sneaky kind of squad
Yeah,
there.
He is. Game Hunters.
Here we go.
Got to get a better coach next year because you know what? He didn't contribute a lot this year.
He had an assistant coach that had his back.
He did. He lost to Access Lord in a nail biter,
Yeah,
92
you
to
got
89.
JJ on his team too. Come
Yes,
on.
Access Lord, and he traded.
And he
some,
kept Russell Wilson in the
but
lineup.
he traded a running back, Cordell Patterson, to G Hockey, and he didn't have any running backs.
Oh, he got played. Okay.
He got played.
All right, we're gonna help him out next year for sure.
Yeah, or we're firing him. Access Lord will continue on while the Game Hunters finish at 5-8. And finally, the Ohio Bone Crushers lost to the Connecticut Wagon Circles 122 to 82. Both teams are out of the playoffs, but we're giving everybody fair airtime here. The Ohio Bone Crushers finished with the worst record in the league at 2-11, and at times, unless they got a kick in the rear end,
Yep.
had players that weren't even eligible for the week. So you know what?
Come
You
on,
got to
man.
get in the game next year if you're going to be welcome back.
You got to get in the game, bro.
The Connecticut Wagon Circles had a tough start, but did battle back.
They did.
To finish at 5.
They circled the wagons, just like
Exactly.
the true to their name.
Bye continues this week. I think there's 5 teams on bye this week.
Packers are, and they're happy about it.
All right, and that takes us out of the fantasy football
All
segment.
right, segueing out.
All right, one open item from the fantasy league, the playoff bracket. The New Haven Naturals and Smells with Cooking get a bye. Crimson Knights, the number 5 seed, go up against Access Lord, the number 4 seed.
Taquavius, let's go.
Connecticut G Hockey, the number 3 seed, goes up against Caps team, the Emerald Nation Monsterizers, the number 6 seed. There is a consolation bracket for the teams that didn't make the playoffs, but who cares?
It's B Gold, back on the mic, dropping lyrics I know you'll like. The league is now on alert. The real deal is bringing the hurt. New challengers every season. Why worry? There is no reason. Teams might win some games. At the end of the day, I forget their name. A new season and more pretenders. New Haven Naturals is the lead offender, like all the others who come to town. This dude is just another clown. Over the years, I put to rest any questions that I'm the best.
Whose team is the best? I'm Captain Book, and I'm the coach. And on the fantasy field, we'll never choke. Keep testing my crew, and you'll lose hope. You see, the Emerald Nation Monsterizers are no joke. And here's the note to the rest of the league. When dealing with trauma, you gotta stop the bleed. So here's a warning to all teams. Brace. This is Captain Book, and this is my place. So as we close out another nice section, perhaps next week, Your team will be flexed, and we're having fun, and we hope you are too. This is the Captain and the Real Deal Fantasy Season 2.
It's a podcast built to last. The podcast, we're having a blast. It's a podcast built to last. The podcast, we're having a blast. Normally I'm found on the wheels of steel, but the time has come to drop the field. Beat Gold is a name that I spin under, but the real deal's a guy who brings the thunder. Back in the day, it was 5 minutes of funk. The deal's on the mic, he ain't no punk. It's cool when I see you freak to the beat. As Eric Beek stated, don't sweat the technique. My lyrics will stand the test of time. Working the crowd with my rhyme. Now it's time to get to the show. Bringing the info so you know it's a podcast built to last. The podcast, we're having a blast. It's a podcast built to last. The podcast, we're having a blast. If you want history, check 1 and 2. All the episodes have something new. From the front to the back or the bottom to the top. The episodes deliver from the knowledge we drop. The cap is the rhyme and I am the rhythm. Like the defense, we are gonna hit them. With the fun facts and the skull jam. The real deal will continue to rant. Cap brings Hawks news to the show. Never losing sight, keeping the flow. The blue and the emerald green. Cat will tell you who's on the scene. Delivering hits on game day. The bam bam moment for today. It's the podcast built to last. The podcast, we're having a blast. Another episode is in the books. Keeping it real with the hooks. Tune in again later next week to hear more from the streets. Bringing the news for our teams. Nothing's off limit, so it seems. Thanks for hanging, checking us out. We'll be back, there is no doubt.
All right, that wraps up another episode. So Scolders 12s and all the football fanatics, thanks for hanging with us and tuning into the podcast today. Hey, I don't know what else to say. The football season is well underway. The Vikes are traveling to see the Lions this week. We'll see what happens. The next episode, I'm excited for it, as all episodes, Cap. We need to keep on keeping on. We have another fantastic voyage each and every week, so bring us home.
Let's keep it short and sweet. Scolders in the Skull Nation, you purple people eaters. Head over to Detroit, the Motor City, jump off that ship, and take over that stadium. It's yours for the taking. Get your playoff berth, and let's go. Lumen Field once again needs to be defended, and that man, a.k.a. the Emerald Lantern, is ready to lead the charge. Won't you join us right here on the Captain and the Real Deal podcast, Season 2.
Tune in. Subscribe. Tune
Please.
in. Subscribe. We need you.
And we'll see y'all next week. Go Hawks, Emerald up.
Peace. Special trip coming up. More next week.
Was that a marathon Top Gun?